Here we go. Caught it on the last couple of ones like this, but here it is again. Fear grows that Delta variant will become dominant COVID strain worldwide as WHO says it's now in 74 countries. I'm grade 7 and I'm saying it again. Here's the fear mongering coming. Everything's starting to open up, and now we got this Delta variant out here. Now we gotta be careful again, and we may have to shut everything down again. No, people are starting to get out of line, and we haven't done what we needed. We haven't done the New World Order yet. I don't know if you're into that one. I just kind of threw that out there. Not quite that one on there, but they're sure. I think more it is that these leaders got a glimpse of power, and they just don't want to give it up. And of course, got to add this: U.S. passes grim milestone of more than 600,000 COVID deaths. They have to add that little part, which really doesn't have much to do about this part right here. But got to add in that fear. Fear. If you're not fearful, then you're not listening to what they have to say. The Delta variant of COVID-19 has now been detected in 74 countries, prompting fears it will become the dominant strain around the world as it continues to spread rapidly, including in southern U.S. states that have lagged on vaccination. Gotta get your dig in on the southern states now. The highly infectious variant that was first detected in India has been found in countries including China, the U.S., and the U.K. Kind of interesting about China, seeing how they're not really. Now, if you look on over here, total COVID cases. Now, they haven't exactly, if you believe their numbers, haven't had too much. Of course, they kind of stopped reporting back about 15 months ago or so. Let's see. According to the World Health Organization, we're accounting for more than 90% of new cases in the past week. In the UK, I believe. I did an article about the UK. Now they're already fear-mongering right here. That prompted Prime Minister Boris Johnson to delay their opening for another 4 weeks in an announcement as the news briefings on Monday. They're already saying, I've seen many reports that these shutdowns and lockdowns and stay-at-homes didn't do what they said they did. It actually didn't really stop it. In which case, we shut down and destroyed our economies for frickin' nothing. In the U.S., cases caused by the variant are roughly doubling every 2 weeks, according to former Food and Drug Administration Commissioner Scott Gottlieb, and now account for at least 10% of new cases, he told CBS. That doesn't mean that we're going to see a sharp uptick in infections, but it does mean that this is going to take over. And I think the risk is really that it could spike a new epidemic heading into the fall. In other words, they're already gearing you up. They're already telling you that they're going to shut everything down again. It's coming. The concerns about the Delta variant come as California lifts most of its COVID-19 restrictions and ushers in what's calling the Golden State's grand reopening. Stating Tuesday there will be no more rules on social distancing and no more limits on capacity at restaurants, bars, supermarkets, gyms, stadiums, and masks, one of the most symbolic and fraught symbols of the pandemic, will no longer be mandated for vaccinated people in most settings. I'm always curious about this part. Now, how do you know if you're vaccinated? When are the unvaccinated going to start wearing little badges, around their armbands or something, so that you can see them right away? The USA has now vaccinated 145 million people, or 43.7% of its overall population. That means that those people have received 2 shots of the, getting all these pop-ups, 2 of those vaccines according to Pfizer and German partner BioNTech and Moderna and 1 shot of the Johnson & Johnson. I think Johnson & Johnson's still unavailable. No, they're still doing whatever that one is. The AstraZeneca is not authorized in the use for use in the USA. Not authorized. Not that it's not passing the all the little trials and tests and all that type of stuff. And that's actually true for the vaccines. They're being authorized. They haven't passed FDA procedures. They're using an emergency thing to basically say it's okay to take it, which is what has a lot of people. I know a lot of people in the medical field were unsure about that part. They felt like they were being the guinea pigs, and rightfully so. But that's just another thing. It goes among Americans 18 years and older, 54.4% are fully vaccinated, and 64.5% have received at least 1 dose. Among those 65 and older, about 42 million people are fully vaccinated, equal to 76% of that group. In other words, the group that's not really are younger people. More than 47 million in that age bracket have received at least a first jab, covering 86.8% of that population. Now, that's higher than the 43.7. That means as you probably go down in the age brackets, this number goes down. But yet, we have to blame southern states that have lagged on vaccinations for this. As the below map illustrates, vaccination rates vary widely from state to state. Southern states including Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi showing the lowest rates. Only Maine, Vermont, Massachusetts, Connecticut, and Rhode Island have managed to fully inoculate more than 50% of their population so far. I'm curious to know that 50% of the population, is that all age groups, 18 and over? No. Which one? Because this really doesn't say. The U.S. passed the grim miles for more than 600 COVID fatalities on Tuesday. Again, that's just an add-in to the fear-mongering right here. It's appealing to a person's emotional thing. We've got 600,000. No, this new case is coming out. Elsewhere, France is opening its vaccine drives to those 12 and older. Russia, some regions again are tightening restrictions. And Ireland is doubling the quarantine period for unvaccinated or partially vaccinated travelers from mainland Britain to 10 days. There was disappointing news for AstraZeneca, which said phase 3 trial failed to assess the safety and efficiency of a long-term antibiotic combination for the prevention of symptomatic COVID-19 after exposure didn't meet the primary goal. And then they kind of go on and do all this talking right here about this, which really, one thing that they don't really say is all these, this 92% reducing the risk, 51, these are, they talk about COVID-19, but it's also a lot of times the variant as well. Now, after the second dose is pretty high, which they're not talking about right in here. They went on to a vaccination rant, basically, is what this area is right here. But they don't say why that is. They don't give you any idea that maybe if you're vaccinated, the Delta variant isn't that bad for you. You are better off. But they can't give that part, because if that's true, then this Delta variant means nothing, and all their fear mongering that they've done up here means nothing. Now, what do you think? Are they doing fear mongering? Are you really concerned? Not that concerned? Let me know. Leave a comment. Like, subscribe, share. And I'm on both YouTube and on Rumble. Rumble's actually looking pretty good. Check it out. And I'll see you next video.